Yesterday, the first day of May 2020, was Labor Day, the Workers' Day. The event in the country was held at State House due to the pandemic caused by the coronavirus. Notably missing was Deputy President William Samoei Ruto, and he has been missing in action. Today, I want to explain why Ruto is missing. Some may even say hiding. But before I explain why Ruto is missing, allow me to say a big thank you to the workers of this country for continuing to do what they do best, even under these very difficult circumstances. I also want to commend the President of the Republic of Kenya, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, and the Secretary General of KOTU, Francis Atwoli, for finding time, even under these difficult circumstances, to address the nation. I particularly want to commend Secretary General Atwoli for managing to have the event held at State House. I had imagined he will address the nation from Solidarity Building, and for the President to accept, when we know very well that he does not always attend these functions, was a good thing. And I think workers will be happy for this. And among the measures they have put in place are those that really will mitigate the suffering of workers. Now back to William Samoei Ruto. Ruto has not been seen. And apart from the ill-fated national address and perhaps the church service at home, or maybe the social media picture of him weeding his cabbage, he has not been in public domain. So making people think he's been hiding. It's really difficult to understand why. Although today, I will show why. Kenyans are used to seeing their leaders. We've seen Raila Odinga meeting Gideon Moi, Raila Odinga meeting governors like Charity Ngilu. Raila has been at Atwoli's place in Kajiado for the Atwoli Tea Party. Uhuru is addressing the nation. Uhuru is attending to state functions that includes signing bills into law, and so on and so forth. So why is Ruto missing? Is he missing because churches are not on? I much doubt. Is he missing because he has realized that it is better to retreat and attack later, a kind of surprise approach? I doubt. Is he missing because now he has gotten good advisors who have told him to go a little slow on his attacks, to go silent a bit, to maintain a low profile? That would be wonderful, but I doubt that that's the case. I'll go straight to the reason why. I will be short and I will shoot straight. William Samoei Ruto is missing in action because he's rehearsing. He's doing a rehearsal of what is to come. Being the smart man he is, being the shrewd, intelligent politician and man he is, Ruto knows things are changing and is preparing for the change. How? Ruto must be aware somewhere, someplace, power in the country is being re-engineered. There's going to be a new structure of power. There's going to be a new center of power. That power is going to be reorganized in the country. There are going to be new men and women in government. That the new coming government will be a Raila Uhuru government. And that sort of power will be played during this COVID or post-COVID or even in 2022. And therefore, William Ruto is preparing because he knows he will not be part of this power. Being an intelligent man, he knows the arrangement that is coming, the new power, he's not part of it. So he's preparing. He's like an intelligent man who is about to retire. He begins to go home a little more often. You find him in the village a little more often. He's beginning to reconnect with old friends he had abandoned because he will soon be going back to the village. Not like a foolish person who waits until the last day he retires, then he even puts on a tie and goes to the office. Alafu anakumbusha mzee, unajua umeretire. So he's being that intelligent. He's rehearsing for power minus him. For those young people who may think I'm just talking, especially those who dance around Surugoe and Karen, let me tell you how power works. Power works in such a way the king may not even be powerful. It may even be the brother of the king ruling. Power works in such a way, if you read history, that sometimes it is the queen mother. Sometimes it is the wife of the queen. Sometimes it's even the wife of the president, like Reagan's Nancy, calling the shots. Sometimes back in Russia, the Tsar or the king was not even in power. Guess who was in power? Who was running the show? It was the wife's boyfriend. Hey, my friend, there's even a song to that effect. So power works in certain ways. Look, come back to your country. When Kibaki took over, Kibaki was with the summit. But he soon showed them that they were not anywhere near power. If you read Moody Awori's autobiography, you will see how Kalonzo was treated. Then they realized that power was not with them. It was with other people. Soon it changed, and that the mafia were in control. The mafia became even more in control when they engineered the violation of the MOU so that Kibaki will feel isolated, feel under attack from LDP, and need the mafia more. It became worse during the referendum of 2005 when Kibaki lost. He needed the mafia more. They were getting more in control. Come 2008, and you know what happened? Kibaki was now helpless. Indeed, after that time, from 2008, power was not exercised from State House. It was somewhere not very far from that address. That is how power works. Go to the Kenyatta regime. What Kenyatta did was to kill parties, beginning with the KANU, crossover, KADU. Then thereafter, kill KANU, kill the constitution, be in power. The Kiambu Mafia was ruling. You see, Moi comes in. How does he play with power? He dismantles the provincial administration through which Kenyatta was ruling, because Kenyatta's power was with the provincial administration, but traced by the Kiambu Mafia. Moi destroyed that arrangement. He strengthened KANU, but smartly so. KANU was so strong that sublocation or chairman will have control even where a principal of a national school was, if that national school was under the jurisdiction of the sublocation KANU chairman. That's how Moi played it. But he played in such a way that he was running the government and enjoying power man solo, so that even the famed and feared Biwott was a mere paper tiger. The Uhuru regime started with a co-presidency in 2013, where Ruto enjoyed a lot of powers. He was a co-president. But Murathe told you as we moved to the 2017 election that you are going to see a much more ruthless Uhuru Kenyatta. Many people didn't understand what David Murathe was saying. What it meant was Uhuru will take the mantle and lead alone, and is doing it. But in order to enjoy that power alone, he needs somebody to beef him up, and that's how Raila comes in. And because, like Atwoli has told you repeatedly, including yesterday during the labor, lost to many people, Atwoli said, I know you'll be around for a long time. Uhuru looked happy. Long time means longer than 2022. Indeed, when Uhuru rose to speak, he praised Atwoli. That tells you power is moving beyond 2022 with Uhuru Kenyatta. So those who do not understand how power works must understand that in order for Uhuru to exercise his power now, he had to kick out Ruto, bring in Raila, promise Raila some power after 2022, as he himself enjoys more power. And that is how power works. And that's what I'm suspecting Ruto has seen, and is preparing himself because he doesn't want to be taken by surprise like a man who retires before he plans for retire. A man who gets surprised that in the morning he has nowhere to go. He puts on a tie, goes to the car, then realizes, where am I going? Goes back to the house, can't do anything, go and buy a Gazette, Soma by 10. If he's a man who drinks, starts drinking. Ruto wants to prepare himself for Kenya that has him outside the manage. He could be the deputy president. That he will be. Because I think it will be foolhardy for Uhuru Kenyatta and his team to attempt an impeachment. Although I know, unlike many of those people in Tangatanga, I know it is possible to impeach if you want. The numbers are not an issue. Those people who are saying are in the majority, the Tangatanga, that they can pull the rug from under Uhuru, that they can take over the Jubilee Party, that they can even be the ones to impeach Uhuru. I am telling you, young men and women, when the heat is generated in the kitchen, you run away. Uhuru has not even removed one card. He has only been talking through Murathe and maybe Atwoli. He himself has not even removed one of... You imagine he doesn't have cards. When he generates the heat and the Uhuru that you know and I know, I'm sure those numbers will be reduced terribly. And therefore, I thought I would better share with Kenyans what I think will be the reason why William Samoei Ruto is silent. To some people, he's hiding because he's preparing for an arrangement in this country during Corona, post-Corona, or even 22 and after. An arrangement of power where he's not a beneficiary. An arrangement of power where he doesn't feature significantly. And that, dear Kenyans, must be the reason why William Samoei Ruto is not being seen. That's why many people were, that's why and how you were surprised that yesterday William Ruto was not at State House with the president. That's why he has not been in many other functions where the president has featured. He is prepared, and he is preparing for a Kenya where he doesn't feature as a powerful politician.